Since I don't usually play him as support, I always forget how good Shen is until my godly galaxy brain picks him in the top lane. I am obviously the best Shen in the world, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise, not even Xpetu. Don't look at the stats, look at me, then back at you, then back at me, and now I'm ulting you and saving you from dying. It's no big deal, I'm Shen, and don't be afraid to call me daddy. We about to spank those enemy top laners and save our allies when you're ready to. Now, since I'm a Shen master, I'll teach you the ways of the ninja. Now let's get into his abilities. Now, he's not as edgy as some of the other champions we've done lately. Check those out after this. But he's like Daddy Edge. He's like a parent trying to relate to his son, so he has the essence of Edge. Shen's passive is Kai Barrier. We're all about those shields even though we fight with 2 swords. But that doesn't matter, because we get a shield whenever he casts an ability. If you slap the enemy with an ability and they call you Daddy, then the cooldown is reduced. His Q is Twilight Assault. Shen's an irresponsible sword owner and leaves his sword lying around so anyone can walk over and take it, instead of keeping it locked up in a sheath. However, when the enemy goes to pick it up, Shen yells "Psych!" and brings the sword to him and then swings it 3 times for bonus damage. Then he just leaves the sword on the ground again for anyone to take. If you do go inside the enemy, it gives them chills and they're slowed down and you get harder and faster. I'm talking about his sword, you perverted His W is Spirit Refuge. This is an AoE dodge that even if your allies can take advantage of it, they never will. Literally can save your life. Just get in the... Fine, just take advantage of it yourself. You can try and help your allies, but they'll always leave the space. His E is Shadow Dash, and this is your big boy ability. The Taunt! You dash in the direction and yell insults at your enemy. Just call their mother hamsters and acknowledge the fact that their father smelt of elderberries. Please tell me you get this joke. Alright, this can single-handedly win a team fight. If you get that fabled 5-man taunt, it'll be the most glorious thing that you've ever done in your entire life. But 1 or 2 is good enough. Last up, we have Stand United. Although it says Stand United, this ability might as well stay Split Push until you're ready to do This gives a huge shield and lets you teleport to your allies' location. The lower your allies are, the larger the shield they get. Now, if you're a gambling man, you can wait until the last minute so you can get the largest shield possible. However, if your ally dies before you get there, then you fucked up, son, because your team is now in a 4v5. So you're feeling lucky, punk. Well, I forgot to put a subscribe thing in the script, so please subscribe. We're growing faster than ever, and don't be left out. You've now mastered Shen's abilities, but you haven't learned everything from Daddy Shen yet, so let's talk about those runes. Now, unlike other champs that have options, there's really only one great rune page for Shen, so why change what's already the best? Oh baby, it's here, and we're going that Shrek tree, so where you get that glorious Grasp of the Undying, baby! We're ready to pick the enemy's nose once more and take their magic health boogers for ourselves. Now, like I said earlier, you're one shieldy boy, so take Shield Bash, because you're going to be proccing that more often than your opponent on Xbox Live hits up your mom. Next up, we're going Second Wind, because we live for round 2, especially after you go inside them with your sword Q. Last up, we take Revitalize, so we can go longer, and if you need to ult one of your homies are on the map, then they get a little bit of extra help from Daddy. Last up, since we're Shen Daddy, we're going to take those Dom runes. Take Cheap Shot, because we ain't about fighting fair, and Ultimate Hunter, so we can get that all over the map. We did it! We're in the game, and like I said 100 times before, you're a big shieldy boy, so take this shield. And then just 1 mixed drink, because Daddy's got to drive this game to victory. Now, after we get to lane, we're pretty dang strong against almost everyone at level 1, so don't be afraid to walk up with them big boy confidence. Managing your lost sword is a big part of your play. Make sure to keep it close to the enemy so they think they're able to pick it up, then BAM! You tricked them again. Honestly, just take short trades against your enemy most of the time and just hit them with your enhanced audio, then walk away, because you already claimed their best prize. Grasp of the Undying! Just keep picking their nose until they're low enough, then you can call their mother a hamster again and claim their lunch money. Your laning is especially strong when you make them call you daddy a few times. Just remember, if you want to surprise your enemy, call them the son of a silly person, then DDC flash on top of them so you can make that sick burn land. And just go inside them with your sword for the extra attack speed and extra damages, and boom! They're dead, and then you get to buy that Bomby Cinder to make sure those burns get even stronger. Once you get that Bomby Cinder, your taunts are so strong they burn the minions around them for AoE bad feels on their end. Just shove the lane to the tower, and once you hit level 6, watch over your children like a hawk, because if they die, it's your fault, and you're going to jail for neglect. Now, earlier you had the chance to pick TP or Ignite, and I hope you picked Ignite, because that makes you fight better, and you already have a TP built into your kit anyway, so fuck it. You're 6, you're Roman, they hating, and they're trying to catch you riding dirty, but they can't, so they just Krauser your tower. But that doesn't matter, because your children are alive and hyper-fed, because you Daddy Shen, and there's nothing a tower can do to replace that. Now we're going to get tanky, boy, because most of our damage is actually pretty good throughout the game regardless. You're the front line, so make sure you're there for the fights. However, if an objective is coming up and you do have your ult up, make sure to pressure the other side of the map, and when you are needy, you can... The cheer on your teammates. Then you boop bop zippity dop bop doo doo boop and you win the fight. Good job, Shen. You saved the city.
We saved the city!
Then just group up till your ult's up again. Then your job calls you away for family time. And by family time, I mean grouping up, and by, you know, job, I mean split pushing. Now, before this video ends, let's talk about those items. My god, Shen can basically build anything. Full AD, no problem. Full AP, no problem. Full tank, no problem. Bruiser, no problem. Full protector build, no problem. We got it all, folks. However, out of all of these, this is my favorite build. Won't scale as hard into the late game, however it feels a lot better in the early portions of the game and more consistent throughout the mid game. It is perfect when you're first starting out. Heartsteel's great, however it does leave your early game to suffer a lot. Makes me sad, bro. Alright, we did it! We're and won the game. Don't forget to call Shen Daddy in the comments and go watch this other video about Mal the Rock Fight. Talk to you later!